Okay, so the fourth Pirates of the Caribbean movie shakes things up quite a bit. The original trilogy is fairly self-contained, so some of the characters have stepped out of the series, most notably Will and Elizabeth. And there are also some new characters, most notably Angelica, played by Penelope Cruz, and the main villain Blackbeard, played by Ian McShane. As you might have guessed, in this film, the big MacGuffin that everyone is after is the Fountain of Youth. Jack is hanging around in London trying to rescue the first mate from the gallows, and everyone and their mother, even the king, seems to think he's in London to put together a crew to go after the Fountain of Youth. But he has no idea where this rumor came from, until his dad shows up and tells him that there's an imposter Jack Sparrow running around, which turns out to be Angelica wearing a fake mustache and goatee, because that's all it takes to turn her into Johnny Depp. She tricks him into becoming a maid on Blackbeard's ship, and they're after the fountain. Also after the fountain of the Spanish Navy, who wished to destroy it, and the British Navy in an expedition led by the now one-legged Barbossa, who is now a royal privateer. A lot happens, but let me simplify it greatly. The fountain doesn't quite give you eternal youth. You have to get two special goblets, and two people have to drink from them at the same time. One of the goblets has to have mermaid tears in it. The one that has the tears takes the life force from the one who doesn't, extending their life by 40 years while the other person dies. This makes Jack really not all that interested in the fountain, but he's sort of struck along for the ride anyway. Blackbeard, in the end, asks his daughter to be his victim because he's possibly the biggest asshole ever, but Jack switches the goblets, extending her life and killing Blackbeard. But then he winds up marooning her because she's kind of a jerk too. Yeah, this one, as you can tell, simplifies the plot quite a bit compared to the last few films and seems to be an attempt to return the series to its roots and be more like the first one. The problem? It's dumb. Really dumb. The entire thing plays out less like a pirate adventure film and more like a bad seafaring imitation of Indiana Jones. While the plot isn't needlessly complex, there aren't a million characters with constantly shifting allegiances. It's like they forgot all the stuff that made the first two films so fun, and concentrated instead on carrying it on pirate imagery and Depp's performance, which, while good, can't carry a film all by itself. Sadly, On Stranger Tides is the worst one. I do have to hope that the series will eventually bounce back, but it didn't happen with this one. 4 out of 10.